Earth friends, Pix here. In episode 1, we learned why the ground shakes. Today, we will learn what to actually do about it. And I'll be honest with you, when I first heard about go bags, I packed one. It contained 14 snacks, a party hat, and a picture of my spaceship. I have since been educated, and today, I'm passing that knowledge to you. What to do in the shaking, what to do after, and how to pack a go bag that could genuinely save your week. Maybe more. This one's important, so grab a snack. Just don't pack 14 of them. If you like this video and would like to see more, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This really lets me know what people like and if my content is truly bringing value. Before we jump into Chapter 1, I want to give this disclaimer. As with many types of scientific or safety videos, things can change. So please ensure that you do your own research and follow your local authorities' advice and recommendations. As I live in Japan, this video will reference many things from here, but the advice will fit most places. Also, I have tried to verify and find the best advice and recommendations as of this video. Now that the disclaimer is finished, let's jump into Chapter 1, which I will call The Golden Rule. If you remember only 3 words from this whole series, make them these: drop, cover, hold on. Drop to the ground before the earthquake drops you. Get low and remember, you can't fall off the floor. Cover your head and neck and get under something sturdy like a solid table or desk. No table? Get next to an interior wall, away from windows, and shield your head with your arms. Hold on to your cover so it doesn't dance away from you. Strong shaking moves furniture. Ride it out like the world's least fun surfboard. So remember, drop, cover, hold on. And here's what not to do. Don't run outside while it's shaking. Most injuries happen from falling objects and broken glass while people are moving. Don't stand in a doorway. That's old advice from old buildings, and modern doorways aren't stronger than the rest of the house. And don't use elevators, ever. During shaking, the safest move is almost always stay low, stay covered, stay put, until the shaking fully stops. It's so important, I wrote a song to help you remember. Can you guess what it's called? Yep, you likely guessed it. Drop, cover, hold on. I hope you like it.
No warning bell, no count to 3. The ground don't check its history. Cities, deserts, mountains, coast, every corner near or far, this could be close. You don't get a signal, you don't get a sign, just a rumble underfoot and a shiver down your spine. Just a rumble underfoot and a shiver down your spine. So when it hits, don't freeze, don't fight it. 3 little words and you're gonna get through tonight. When the ground goes shake, 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 don't you run and don't you wait. Drop, get down lower, head and neck just so. Hold on to your spot, ride it out and move it not. When the shaking's done, 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 shoes on feet and then you run. Maybe you're in bed, maybe you're watching, eating. Maybe at your desk when the room starts doing acrobatics. Drop to the floor, doesn't matter where you stand. Cover your neck, that's rule number 1. Hold on tight till the shaking's done. So when it hits, don't freeze, don't fight it. 3 little words and you're gonna get through tonight. When the ground goes shake, 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 don't you run and don't you wait. Drop, get down lower, head and neck just so. Hold on to your spot, ride it out and move it not. When the shaking's done, 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 shoes on feet and then you run. Aftershocks might follow, that's just how it goes. Check on your people, that's a fact everybody knows. No shame in shaking hands, no shame if your heart's racing fast. You did the drill, you know the moves, you're gonna outlast. When the ground goes shake, 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 don't you run and don't you wait. Drop, get down lower, head and neck just so. Hold on till that's the move. Move.
Well, that was my song, played by my favorite band, Vendy and the Aerials. I hope you like it as much as I do. Okay, now that we have drop, cover, and hold on down, let's move on to Chapter 2, which I will call the Situation Room. Because you won't get to choose where you are when it happens. In bed, stay there. Roll onto your front, hug a pillow with it over your head and neck, and wait. Stumbling through a dark room full of broken glass is how feet get hurt. Which is also why smart people in Japan keep slippers and a flashlight right by the bed. Tiny habit, big payoff. In the kitchen, move away from the stove, the fridge, and anything that can fly off a shelf. If you can turn off a flame in 1 second, do it. But if not, drop and cover first. Modern Japanese gas meters shut off automatically in strong shaking, which is wonderful, but don't bet your eyebrows on it. Are you outside? Move away from buildings, walls, vending machines, and power lines, as falling glass and signs are the danger here. Remember that an open space is your friend. Cover your head with your bag or briefcase if you have one. Do you happen to be in an elevator? Press every floor button and get out at the first one that opens. On a train? Trains in Japan handle this for you as they brake automatically. Your job, hold on, stay calm, and follow the instructions from staff. Do not try to exit onto the tracks on your own. Near the ocean when a big, long quake hits, this one is life or death. When the shaking stops, go up to high ground immediately, on foot, without waiting for an official warning. If the sea acts strange and pulls way back or roars, you should already be climbing. Tsunami waves can arrive in minutes. In Japan, you'll hear, "Takadai ni nigete kudasai." Flee to high ground, please. Learn that phrase. It's in episode 4's phrase pack, too. All right, so far we have covered the critical golden rule to remember, which is drop, cover, and hold on. Then we covered what to do in a few scenarios that you may find yourself in. Now on to Chapter 3, which we will call Now What? Okay, so the shaking stopped, and now what do we do? Well, the next 10 minutes are where prepared people have the advantage. 1. Check yourself, then people around you. 2. Put on shoes before walking anywhere, as glass can be anywhere after a big one. 3. Check for fire and smells of gas. If you smell gas, open a window. Don't flip switches and get out. 4. Expect aftershocks. The ground has hiccups after a big quake, sometimes for days. That's normal, so do not worry, but be cautious. 5. Get information from official sources in Japan. That's the JMA, NHK, and the apps I'll show you in episode 4. Of course, this advice is good for anywhere in the world, so please check out your official government and local resources. And 6. Use messages, not phone calls, to reach family. Networks jam fast, and texts sneak through where calls can't. On to Chapter 4, the go bag. In Japan, it's called hijo mochidashi bukuro, or that in English is the emergency carry-out bag. I recommend to have one per person, by the door or in the entryway. This lets everyone be able to grab one quickly and have something if you get separated, and also ensures that a single large bag is not too cumbersome for the person that needs to grab one. Okay, so the fun part. Let's cover what should go in there, and I promise, no party hats this time. The first, and one of the most important, water. At least a liter or 2 in the bag, and have more at home. I usually keep a case of water at home as well. The reason is that if my house is okay and our water is stopped by the water company, we will have water to survive. Remember, you can always go without eating some, but water is a necessity for living. Food that needs no cooking, such as energy bars, crackers, the famous Japanese kanpan biscuits, a flashlight, although headlamps are better as your hands are free, a portable battery for your phone, charged with a cable, a small radio. When networks die, radio survives. At the store, I got a hand-cranked emergency one and a small one that uses a battery. A whistle, a helpful hint to remember. 3 short blasts means, I'm here, help. First aid basics and any medicines you specifically need. That's the one thing no shelter can give you. Copies of your ID and passport, some cash in coins and small bills because vending machines and payphones don't take cards when the power's out. Fun fact, some vending machines in Japan are actually built to unlock and give out drinks and supplies for free automatically when a big earthquake hits. Though it's still a newer feature, so don't count on every machine doing it. Keep that cash on hand just in case. A pair of gloves, a dust mask, an emergency blanket, the shiny space kind, a safety helmet. There may be things falling, and aftershocks will certainly cause more things to fall, so you always want to protect your head. After all, it is an important part of your body. And a few comfort items. For kids, a small toy or game. Morale is survival gear too. Put it somewhere you can grab in 5 seconds. Check it twice a year. Japan makes it easy to remember. Check it on Disaster Prevention Day, September 1st, and again on New Year's. Swap expiring food and water, test the flashlight, and you're done. Chapter 5 will take us to the home kit. The go bag gets you out the door with some quick supplies. The home kit will get you through the week. The magic number in Japan used to be 3 days. Now officials say aim for about a week if you can. Based on that, you'll want water, safely about 3 liters per person per day. That's roughly 21 liters a week for each person. Sounds like a lot, but water is the most important thing for survival. It's also good to have food you actually like that keeps for a long time. Rice, retort pouches, canned things, instant noodles. Spam and corned beef both have multi-year shelf lives too. There are also plenty of dehydrated meal packs available in stores here in Japan. Just keep track of the expiration dates and slowly replace them as you go. That way, you always have ready-made meals on hand without wasting anything. A cassette gas stove with spare cans. This is really the unsung hero of every Japanese disaster kit. Hot food changes everything. Personally, I've also got an optional power station I can recharge with a solar panel, so I use a small portable induction hot plate to avoid open flames during possible aftershocks. Totally optional though, not something you need. And you'll want emergency toilet bags too. Trust me, future you will be very thankful. A power bank or battery lantern. It's amazing how much better everything feels when you've got a little light after the sun goes down. And can I ask you a favor? Do a furniture check as soon as you can. Strap tall furniture to the wall, keep nothing heavy above beds, and stick film on big glass if you're able to. Here's a bonus tip too. Even the 100 yen stores in Japan sell these little sticky rubber pads made from silicone. I use them under my coffee pot and other electronics that could easily go flying. They're wonderful at keeping things from sliding or falling during a quake, and they cost next to nothing. In strong shaking, furniture and unsecured items are the #1 indoor danger, and honestly, the easiest one to fix in advance. Whew, now a bonus option. Some of us also keep a middle kit in a separate but safe place. For me, it lives in my car. Now, not everyone has a car or a safe space away from the house to store another kit. If not, don't worry, as your go bag and home kit already have you covered. But if you do drive, for example, your car can double as a third layer of preparedness, especially handy if you're away from home when the shaking starts, or if your house doesn't make it through, but your car does. Personally, mine's got a tent, 2 extreme cold-rated sleeping bags, a water purifier, fire starter, rain gear, extra food and clothes, and more survival items. It sounds like a lot, but it all fits in one backpack in the trunk, and it just sits there quietly until the one day you're very glad it did. Quick safety note too. Where you park matters as well. An open area away from buildings, walls, and overhangs is generally safer for your car than a covered garage or anything with structures looming over it. All right, we have covered a lot in this episode. I hope that you are enjoying it. Let's go to our last chapter, and then we will jump into our last section of cool facts. So, on to chapter 6, which we will call The Family Plan. 2 questions to answer at dinner tonight with the family. Hopefully, it should only take like 10 minutes. 1. Where do we meet if we're separated and phones are down? Pick a spot near home and a backup. You want to have the backup just in case the primary spot you chose is inaccessible. In Japan, your local evacuation area, or hinanjo, is already marked on your city's map if you want to meet there. 2. Who is our out-of-town contact? Long-distance lines often work when local ones jam. In Japan, there's even a magic number, which is 171, the disaster message dial where you can record a voice message your family can retrieve. It has an English guide too. Also, you can use Web 171 for the Internet Disaster Message Board. I'll leave the links in the description if you want to learn more about them. All right, now for my favorite part. It's Pix's Cool Facts, the Survival Edition. Fact 1. In Japan, some vending machines are programmed to give out free drinks during disasters. Fact 2. Many Japanese public parks are secretly disaster bases, where benches that become cooking stoves and manholes that become emergency toilets. The park was prepared before you were. Fact 3. That emergency blanket in your bag reflects up to 90% of your body heat. Space technology, in a pouch, for a few hundred yen. That's your survival toolkit, friends, and I hope you liked it. In the next episode, we will cover more specifically on the innovations in Japan that keep the country as safe as possible. Want to find out how buildings dance? Why bullet trains almost never crash? And how a phone knows about an earthquake before you feel it? If you found this useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe.